Top 10 Unsolved Puzzles in History. What if the greatest mysteries of our world were never meant to be solved? Lost languages, hidden treasures, and secrets buried for thousands of years. Why do they still haunt us? Could the answers change everything we know about humanity? Stay till the end to uncover them all, and don't forget to subscribe before the truth disappears. Number 10. Were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon real? The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are said to have been one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a paradise built in the heart of the desert. According to legend, King Nebuchadnezzar II constructed them around 600 years before Christ for his homesick queen, who longed for the green hills of her homeland. The gardens were said to rise like giant terraces filled with lush trees, flowing waterfalls, and exotic flowers that defied the dry landscape. Yet after centuries of excavation, not a single trace has been found. Some historians believe the gardens never existed in Babylon at all, but rather in Nineveh, under the rule of another king. Others suggest they might still lie buried beneath the silt of the Euphrates River, lost forever to time. Whether real or imagined, the Hanging Gardens remain a haunting symbol of love, power, and the fragility of human achievement. Number 9. The Roman Dodecahedrons. Since the year 1739, more than 100 bronze objects shaped like 12-sided dice have been discovered across Europe. Each one has a hollow center and holes of varying sizes on every face. Strangely, none have been found in Italy, the heart of the Roman Empire, and no Roman text ever mentions them. What were they for? Some think they were used by soldiers to calculate projectile distances, while others suggest they were candlestick holders, knitting tools, or even religious artifacts. Their craftsmanship is flawless, and the mystery deepens because no two are exactly alike. The Romans recorded everything from recipes to road construction, yet these curious dodecahedrons remain completely unexplained. They stand as proof that even the most advanced civilizations leave behind secrets too complex for time to decode. Number 8. The Phaistos Disc. In the early 1900s, a clay disc covered in spiraling symbols was unearthed on the island of Crete. It was unlike anything ever seen, marked with 45 different signs pressed into both sides. Believed to date back more than 3,500 years, it's one of the earliest examples of printing in history. But the meaning of its symbols is still unknown. Some experts think it could be a prayer, a calendar, or even a message from a lost civilization. Others argue it's a hoax created to deceive archaeologists. What makes the Phaistos Disc so fascinating is how carefully it was made, as if its creator knew it would outlast time. Each mark seems deliberate, like words from a voice that no one alive can understand. To this day, it remains one of archaeology's most elegant mysteries. Number 7. The Copper Scroll Treasure. Hidden among the famous Dead Sea Scrolls found in the mid-20th century was something completely different. A scroll made not of parchment, but of copper. Instead of scripture, it listed 64 locations said to hide vast treasures of gold and silver. Some believe Jewish priests recorded it to protect sacred wealth during the Roman wars around the 1st century. If true, the treasure would be worth billions today. Yet despite decades of searching, no one has ever found a single trace of it. Many think the Romans may have already discovered and taken the riches, while others say it's still buried deep beneath the desert. Whether it's fact, fiction, or faith, the Copper Scroll continues to fuel dreams of lost treasure, a story that tempts archaeologists and treasure hunters alike. Number 6. Hilbert's Problems. In the year 1900, German mathematician David Hilbert presented 23 great problems that he believed would define mathematics for centuries to come. Most have since been solved, but a few, like the Riemann hypothesis, remain unsolved even today. The hypothesis deals with prime numbers and how they're distributed, and solving it could revolutionize modern math, cryptography, and computer science. It might even earn you a $1 million prize. Over the years, some of the brightest minds have tried and failed. The deeper they look, the stranger the problem becomes, like a mathematical ghost hiding behind logic. Hilbert's legacy reminds us that even in science, mystery is the heartbeat of discovery. Number 5. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is a book that defies understanding. Written in the early 15th century, it's filled with drawings of strange plants, zodiac charts, and naked figures bathing in green water. The text, written in an unknown script, has resisted every attempt at translation. Even artificial intelligence has failed to decode it. Some think it's a lost herbal guide or a coded medical journal. Others believe it's an elaborate prank. The handwriting suggests care and purpose, yet no one knows who wrote it or why. It's currently kept at Yale University, where it continues to puzzle cryptographers and historians alike. To read it would be to unlock a door into another world, one that may never open. Number 4. The Zodiac Killer Ciphers. Between the late 1960s and early 1970s, a serial killer calling himself the Zodiac terrorized California. He sent chilling letters to the press, filled with puzzles and symbols mocking the police. Out of 4 known ciphers, only 2 have been solved. One took just a week, but the other wasn't cracked until 2020, more than 50 years later. The final 2 remain unsolved, their secrets buried with the killer's identity. Some experts believe the codes hide personal confessions, while others think they're meant to confuse. The Zodiac case shows how human darkness and genius can exist in the same mind, leaving behind a riddle that no one can fully unravel. Number 3. Linear a script. More than 3,000 years ago, the Minoan civilization on Crete developed a writing system known as Linear A. Unlike its later cousin, Linear B, which was deciphered in the 20th century, Linear A remains unreadable. Archaeologists have found fewer than 2,000 inscriptions, far too few to create a translation key. Scholars believe it may record trade, religion, or laws, but without a bilingual text, its meaning is lost. Each symbol carved into clay is a frozen word from a forgotten world, one that once spoke, worshipped, and dreamed like us. Linear A is not just a code, it's a voice silenced by time itself. Number 2. The Somerton Man. On a summer morning in 1948, a lifeless man was discovered on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. He carried no identification, and all the labels were cut from his clothes. The only clue was a scrap of paper with the Persian phrase, "Tamam shud," meaning "it is finished." The words came from a rare book of poetry found later in a car nearby, containing a strange code written on the last page. It wasn't until the year 2022 that DNA testing revealed his name, Carl Webb. Yet no one knows how he died or why the poem mattered. Even with modern science, the mystery of the Somerton Man feels more like a riddle from fate than a crime. Number 1. The Indus Script. Long before the pyramids rose, the Indus Valley civilization thrived in what is now India and Pakistan. They built vast cities with running water and advanced planning, yet their language, known as the Indus Script, remains undeciphered. The symbols carved on seals and pottery could hold the key to understanding their beliefs, trade, and daily life. But because no translation exists and too few samples survive, the script remains silent. Some believe it wasn't a true language at all, but a system of symbols for trade or religion. If it's ever decoded, we could finally hear the voices of one of humanity's oldest civilizations. Until then, it remains one of the world's greatest historical mysteries, proof that even after thousands of years, the past still keeps its secrets.